Located in the Music City, this building has hosted a lot of great music acts since its inception. But this is what she was made for, NFL football, and that's what we have today in Nashville at Nissan Stadium. This crowd here fired up for football as a moment ago their Titans were introduced. This should be a good one as the Titans get set to match up with Derek Carr and the Las Vegas Raiders. The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. This taken in at the goal line. And he won't quite make it to the 25. Now a first carry for Derrick Henry. And he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. Second down coming up.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Right. Here we go, D. Get off the field.
From the 27, Tannehill. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be third down.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
A tough spot here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 7. A shotgun snap for Tannehill. And that will be incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
On 4th down, here's Brett Kern to punt the football away. Now a hit and a loose football. It's picked up by the Titans. And they're going to bring this one back. A fumble return touchdown for the Titans. But that's got to be so disappointing for a defense. You force the fumble, think you got a chance at a turnover, and instead, not only do you give up the football, you also give up a touchdown as well.
Yeah, you just think to yourself, you've done all the hard work, right? You forced the fumble, but when they didn't come up with it, I think they relaxed a little bit, or maybe lost some focus as well, and it ended up turning out to be a touchdown against them.
So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. And not willing to risk another fumble. He'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. Carr and the Raiders come up 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. First carry for Josh Jacobs. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. This defense for the Titans, they were very strong last week in that win over Cleveland.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. 3rd and 2. This one complete to Scott Miller. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. Now, Charles, what's the mindset here offensively? You gave up the touchdown pretty quickly. Would it have changed if you had gotten a stop and it would be 0-0 right now, or no?
I wouldn't think so. I think in most cases, just down a touchdown, you know, I mean, we're just getting started here. It should be a long way to go. You think to yourself, stick with the game plan, all the things you worked on in practice. But you have some teams that when they get down, their natural tendency is to aggressively strike back. And let's see if they want to get outside of the game plan we expect and try and be aggressive on their first series.
It's a big play there for Vegas. I think it's fair to say there's nothing that gets a crowd to its feet quite like a big play, and that was something special there. Boy, was he moving. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. Carr going to give it to Jacobs. He'll get forward for 3 down to the 16-yard line. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Shotgun now for Carr. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
It's been a good opening drive offensively thus far, but you know they don't want to waste it and settle for a field goal attempt after that incompletion. So this is a big play coming up here on 3rd down.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Now Carr. Able to find Waller. That's complete. And the Raiders are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
A very important 3rd down conversion right there, because when you're trailing and find yourself this deep in enemy territory, the kicker's not even part of your thought process. You got to make it pay off with 6. Nice connection right there to set up 1st and goal.
And they'll get this to Ruggs on the jet sweep. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Henry Ruggs, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Raiders, they're within an extra point of tying this thing up. Myers connects on the PAT. And that will tie our score here in this opening quarter of play. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. This fielded right at the goal line. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
At their own 27-yard line.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
And the Raiders have got him. Nick Kwiatkowski leading the surge there as he drops him for a loss of 6. Well, he shot in, CD, like he was out of a cannon from that linebacker position. And even though they had a running back in the backfield, no one could stop him.
Well, you certainly diagnosed that play perfectly, because as fast as he got into the backfield, you're exactly right. The running back had no shot to get over and try and protect his quarterback, and a sack resulted.
And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. So from 2nd and long, now we go to 3rd and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance and guessing, because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game if you want to. And if you're in 4-down territory, that really opens things up for you.
They'll try to run for the first with Henry. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line.
But we tend to give those running backs that are slashers a lot of credit. But how about guys who are maulers? Because that's what you want in short yardage situations. And we just saw that occur right there, didn't we?
Vertical, downhill running. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Tannehill. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45.
I know this may be jumping the gun a little bit, but 7-7, they're flinging it around like crazy. Look at the drive that's going on here. Partner, we may have to start thinking about one of these defenses just holding someone to a field goal and maybe trying to get an advantage that way.
A 1st down carry for Henry. And he takes it down to the 40 with a pickup of 4.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back there and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
That is taken in by Hurst. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
On 1st down, it's Tannehill. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Sacked by Yannick Ngakoue, the former Maryland Terp. These two teams all tied after 1. After the sack, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's 2nd and a country mile. Another try after the 1st down sack. Tannehill. And his throw is incomplete. Just a little beyond the reach there of his receiver. That's probably one he wishes he had back.
He wishes it had been 7-on-7 in practice, or maybe even routes versus air, because that's a completion he makes, 9.9 times out of 10? Just missed that one.
A long way to go here on 3rd down for the 8th play of the drive. Now Tannehill. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. So now the Titans are going to call upon their field goal unit here. This from 54 yards away. And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
Now Hardy on the return. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
And he is finally out of bounds, but not before taking it down inside the 30. 57 yards rushing for him now on just his first 3 carries. So that changes things in a big way. Now from all the way down inside the 30, here's 1st and 10. To throw, it's Carr. Throw left side, taken in by Renfro. And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
And as a quarterback, you always want to exploit gaps in a defense, and he finds one here. Crossing route, working from right to left across the field. And once you get defenders going in the wrong direction, it is awfully hard for them to pivot back, and you end up getting the first down.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Into the red zone, it's Carr. Completes it to Miller. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. 12 yards on back-to-back plays there, and that's another first down.
Boy, how about the speed with which this offense can get down the field? It's taken them no time at all to get down here, and now they're set up with a 1st and goal.
So 3 plays, already 1st and goal, and they are wasting little time. Throwing now is Carr. Buying time to his left. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
The line of scrimmage once again the 5 as they get ready for 2nd and goal. Play action. Now it's Carr. The quick slant caught. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Darren Waller, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And once again, the Raiders are back out in front. Extra point up and through by Myers. And the lead is now 14-10. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Titans take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted, and we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Here's Tannehill. Escaping the pressure right. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
2nd and 10. Tannehill going to turn and give this to Henry. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
The Titans on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 8.
44 is Mike. 44 is Mike. Check. Hey, D-line, let's get in there. Let's get in. 44, Mike.
Now Tannehill. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Looked like he had a couple of different options as far as who to throw to on that play. And who am I to say this, but I'm not sure he made the right decision.
Well, the window of opportunity is always going to be small in the NFL. That's why those quarterbacks who make quick decisions and have quick releases have the most success in this league.
On fourth down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. Fair catch signaled for and taken at about the 15-yard line. It'll wind up just a 35-yard punt, no return. And the Raider drive will start from deep in their own territory with a 1st and 10. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that last drive that culminated in a touchdown, I think they carry that confidence into this one. It doesn't matter where you start with the football now, they have to feel great about their opportunity.
A good rally to the football keeps them to only a yard, and it's 2nd down. Now Carr. And that's going to be incomplete.
And that's a nice job there because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties, and he's able to knock that one away.
9 yards to go.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Here's Carr. Oh, looking for Waller, but this is intercepted. Picked by Kevin Byard. And he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line. Unfortunately for him, if last week was any indication, we knew a pick was coming at some point. Last week it was interception after interception, and here we go again.
We actually quit counting last week at a certain point because I thought I was going to run out of fingers, all right, because I'm not all that skilled as a mathematician. But you're right. It felt like a matter of time, and you got to think the guys on defense, they couldn't wait for this opportunity after what they saw on tape.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. A shotgun handoff to Henry. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. 1:58 left to play till we hit halftime. So it's 1st and goal and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break. Here's Tannehill. And that one's going to be off target and incomplete.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
Nothing on 1st down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line, 2nd and goal. Out of the gun, Tannehill. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. Here's Henry. And he will score. Touchdown, Titans. Derrick Henry, his 19th touchdown now on the season. And the Titans have once again taken the lead. Point after, right down the middle. And it's now 17-14. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Now Hardy on the return. And able to get this out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
From the 29, Carr. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. It's picked up by the Titans. And that will set him up in excellent shape. First and goal at the 9-yard line. He was under duress, surveying, trying to find somebody to get the ball out of his hands. In the meantime, the defense, they took it out of his hands.
And when the ball snapped, I know exactly what the defense is thinking. Get a sack, put him on the ground. But when you can also knock the ball free while doing so, oh, there's the bonus for you as a defender.
They'll try and run for it with Henry. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
They'll give Henry another shot. And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. Derrick Henry with touchdown number 20 on the year. And the Titans are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point right down the middle. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Now Hardy on the return. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And with him down 2 scores, you wonder if they might try and put something together, even if it's just to get into field goal range. Carr's throw there complete to Ruggs. And he'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6. From the 30 on 2nd down, Carr, he'll let this go deep for Ruggs. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Well, partner, they're not content to run this one out as we head towards the half, trying to hit a big chunk play right there and add to their score.
Yeah, this is a confident group. At the very least, they're thinking field goal.
Yeah, and I don't blame them one bit. I don't think you sit on the ball going into the half when you have a chance to put some more points on the board.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Carr now to throw. Lets this go for Renfro downfield. It got his man complete. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
First down.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Carr to throw again. He's going to throw one up for the end zone. Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete.
I like the thought process there. They connected on a big play, and sometimes you find the defense vulnerable. So they went for the bigger shot, went for it all on that one. This time, they were ready for it.
And Myers able to knock it through, and that will do it for this first half. So we've reached halftime here in Nashville, the Music City, with the Titans out in front. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Okay, Coach, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this third quarter in what's been a tight contest so far. It's been a shootout so far. We'll see which defense can make the adjustments as we get back underway in the second half. Now Hardy on the return. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And they do trail, but they have a chance to possess the football first to try and do something about it.
And that certainly makes it something of an important drive for them, because is it going to win the game? No, but you have to do something to bring some life to your sideline.
Kevin Byard up to make the tackle. 2nd and 6. No, scratch that. 2nd and 7. They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 74 yards for him on the ground now, as he has been terrific here this afternoon. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now a play fake. Carr. And he will find his man Ruggs. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you can get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
And he's going to get stopped up quickly. Give him a yard down to the 43.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
2nd and 9. Hands it off out of the gun. They follow up the first down 1-yard run with a minimal gain of 2. The line to gain is the 33 on 3rd down. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Elijah Molden. And he'll get this back across the midfield. Striking down to the 47-yard line. Tough one there. First drive of the third quarter, throw an interception, and now a chance that they could be in even a bigger hole if they can convert this into points.
Yeah, but how good do you feel if you're that defensive coordinator right now? Because you just know that the head coach looked at him and said, turn him loose, big man. And he'd be able to take a few extra chances playing with this type of a lead, and boy, it paid off.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30.
And that last carry puts him right at 100 yards for the game. So how has he done it? Because he's been patient, followed his blocks, let everything develop, and then burst through for big gains.
Tannehill on first down. This will go to Henry out wide. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1.
You have to ask the question, where was the help? Because it's a little surprising to me that he'd find that much room to run this close to the end zone. He doesn't quite get there, but he sets his guys up with a 1st and goal.
Henry. And he will take this one in for a Titans touchdown. Derrick Henry, his 21st touchdown of the season. And the interception by the Titans D leads to a touchdown. Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead now up to 14. team on the field now as they will send this one away. Now Hardy on the return. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part two, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Throwing on first down is Carr. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Hardy. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon. And it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time, they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
Carr now on first down. And the Titan defense steps up here, and down he goes. Bud Dupree in there to bury him for a loss of 11. And on that one, the protection just broke down.
You've got to have that leverage, don't you? We always talk about low man wins in the running game for an offensive lineman versus a defensive lineman. It's essentially the same thing in pass protection. Get lower than that defensive lineman so that you can keep your balance and keep him away from your guy trying to throw the football.
Open man, that's Renfro. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45.
And that was yardage that they needed there after the sack on first down. They didn't get all of it back, but now they look at third down as a manageable situation, one that they have a much better chance of picking up.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Now Carr. It's hauled in by Hardy. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 32-yard line.
Oh, that's a big let-off there on third down because you've got to account for the running back coming out of the backfield. They didn't, and they got burned, not just for a first down, but for big yardage as well.
Carr now on first down. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked up by Elijah Molden. And he will take this all the way down to the 38-yard line. And that's now a half-dozen interceptions for him over the last two games. Because CD, remember, he threw 3 in the last ball game and now 3 more here.
And the way that you present it, partner, I'm not sure what sounds worse, right? Half a dozen over the last 2 games or 3 the last game, 3 this game. Either way, it's way too many. And that's something they'll have to work on, hoping to get through the rest of this game without having to address it again.
And the safety, Trayvon Merrick, up to make the play defensively. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Play action, it's Tannehill. He's going deep for Brown. And this is taken in at the 5. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. A big play that time through the air. 30 yards. They'll fake it. Now Tannehill. And it's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tennessee. Anthony Ferguson, his first touchdown on the year. And the Titans are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this third quarter. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Now Hardy on the return. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because their confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
Back now in Nashville. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. Now Carr. Over the middle, complete. It's Horton. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line.
Well, I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you're trying not to give up bigger plays, you don't react as fast as you should on other throws.
And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. On play action, it's Carr. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. John Franklin Myers, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. To throw his Carr. He finds his man, complete. It's Hardy. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
He finds his man, complete. That's Jacobs. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 28.
And that was a beautifully executed screen pass. They let the rushers get upfield and get the escorts in front, meaning the offensive linemen, other blockers out in front, completed the pass beautifully. So now you've got all that open space with big guys leading the way.
On play action, now Carr. That's going to be caught. Touchdown Raiders. Hunter Renfrow with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Raiders have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Myers connects on the PAT, and the lead will be cut down to 14. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Taken at the goal line. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Tannehill with a play fake to Henry. He'll throw instead. Got a man. It's Brown. And he's brought down.
When you have someone throwing it that well, that confidently, You don't have to call the game in fear at all, do you? You just go ahead and play.
Yep, confidence with a lead to throw it here in the fourth, and boom, he's on the money.
Yeah, you don't have to tuck your head in and go like turtle at this point. You can just go ahead and play.
And he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. Second down coming up.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
I usually hesitate when I say a guy's got world-class speed, but this guy might. So let's fire the starter's pistol. Let's go. If you've got him, you've got to try and use it. A lot of anticipation with the ball in the air, but no, incomplete.
Henry will get it. He's been busy today. And he'll go down to the ground at the 39, and obviously that's well short of the first. 3 yards won't be enough here as that'll bring up fourth down. And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out. So that almost certainly the final piece to this puzzle, a 3-score lead. I don't think there's any coming back from there.
But you know, normally I'd get on you for giving up on the game right here, but I do think you're right in this case. This late in the game, 2 scores is tough enough. 3, I'm with you. That seems out of the question.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the fourth quarter. This would be their 3rd straight defeat. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
Throwing on 2nd and 3. Carr, he'll let this go deep for runs. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. The extra point now coming from Myers. And the lead is trimmed down to 10.
Makes the score Titans 41, Raiders 31.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I've never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick.
And down he goes. Brought down a Raider sack. Maxx Crosby. What a play by him. That's going to go as a loss of 13. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Titans in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. And some room to work. And he'll wind up taking this all the way down to the Raiders' 31-yard line. 183 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the fourth quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that
blitz coming, and down he goes. Nick Kwiatkowski able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. A CD, a little bit of feast or famine for him. He's had some success throwing the football, but also now he's been sacked 4 times.
Yeah, you just mentioned the 4 sacks, but you're right. He has managed to hang in there and make plays at times. His offensive line, they've got to figure it out and pick things up and give him more opportunities, and he has to help them by getting rid of the ball a little bit quicker as well.
Now, here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete. Despite the lead here in the fourth, they're still taking shots.
Not content to sit on this lead at all. And to me, it raises the question of what's right in this game nowadays. Do you sit on the ball and run it because you have enough of a lead? Or do you try and extend it because you always feel like the other team can come back?
Extend it. Have some fun. Now Tannehill. He's going to take another shot here. And that is incomplete.
A deep ball down that right sideline, and he made sure that he put it where either his guy was going to catch it or no one was.
And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out. They're down here in the fourth, and that personal foul penalty is not going to help.
No, in these types of situations, players will tell you that's extra intensity. From where we sit, it's actually frustration. Not a good play.
Tannehill. Flush to his right. He's going to take a shot for the end zone.
And this one almost intercepted. Had a chance to come down with it in the end zone, but could not hang on. Here's 2nd and 10.
Tannehill going to throw it. Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line.
Max Crosby picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Titans, they keep pace in the playoff race as they move to 8-3 on the year. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Indianapolis Colts.
Meanwhile, for Las Vegas,
it's a loss that'll drop them back to 500 through 10 games. And they'll be back home next week as they're set to take on the Cincinnati Bengals.